You were talking about the paid time off and incentivizing them in different manners that are
Right.
just a little bit different than, paying them $1 million an hour, but
Right.
incentivizing
Exactly.
them through different means.
Mhm. So that's what we're doing. We raised the hourly rate. We created some paid time off, and then frankly, we created a culture. We're creating a different type of culture. From the moment you walk into our doors, you feel a different, like a home environment. You feel that, and that's what we get that remark a lot as caregivers come in to interview. They feel that, and that's what they say. Well, this feels different. It feels like a home. You're walking into a lobby of a house almost. Um, so that was important for us to do that, is to create a culture. One thing I do is I'm big on listening to people. You hire them, so trust them. Listen to what they say. And as I was talking to Cora and we were developing this profile of candidates and how we wanted to do business, she said, well, how are we going to pay caregivers? How often are you going to pay caregivers? And I said, well, as we have it set up, twice a month. And she said, I don't think that's a good idea. She said, I think caregivers, you should pay them every week on Friday. Okay, tell me why. So she explained to me her philosophy on why. And I'm like, that makes a lot of sense to me. Yes, does it cost more to run payroll 4 times than two? Yes, it does. But it's worth it because you're getting loyalty from the caregivers, see, because they feel like you have their best interest at heart, which I do.
Yeah.
It's retention. You're retaining these caregivers by showing you care about them. It's their money. They earned it. So let's release it to them.
Nice. Let me transition here because I know we're coming up with time and we need to make sure we have plenty of time for questions as well. Rob, tell me your exact opening date.
August the 3rd.
August the 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
So that brings us to about 4 months in.
Yeah, 4 months in.
Talk to me about your opening. Talk to me about your ramp up period.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. First of all, the grand opening was fantastic because Crystal Friends made the time on a family trip to stop by our grand opening, and that meant the world to Dee and me and the girls in the office,
Mm-hmm.
and we had a great time. She was here. Um, we were prepared, because I had some time to ramp up, so we've been prepared to do that. So it wasn't overwhelming or anything like that. It was just methodical, and we had some advertising in place and stuff like that. And it was a great ceremony. Um, and it took us probably about 2 weeks, and we got our first client. It took about 2 weeks, and then after we just haven't looked back since. You know, um, COVID hasn't hurt us in any way that I would know of, right?